We are going to discuss
The
Russian Revolution.
So, once again, the Russian Revolution.
Where do you start? That is actually a very good question.
In my opinion, the economic situation was the cause. Definitely.
Well, I have to say that the First World War must have been the major cause to this revolution.
I would say that neither of you are right, unfortunately.
Oh, really?
I think
What
the
do you
real,
say?
I think the real cause to the Russian Revolution is the Tsar, Nicholas II.
Oh, Nicholas.
Tsar Nicholas II was a man who was neither ready nor willing to lead Russia. He also showed little knowledge at handling affairs of state. When it came to listening to advice from his aides, Tsar Nicholas II is described to have been stubborn and ignorant. Furthermore, he refused to identify progress in government, which is vital when ruling such a huge nation. This poor leadership was the cause for the Russian Revolution.
Well, with all due respect, dear MK, I must say that the only cause to the Russian Revolution was the First World War. World War I was the unpopular war in Russia. There was a huge loss of life and few real victories during the war. Low morale plagued the Russian military forces, and few soldiers even understood what they were fighting for. This theory is mainly based on the fact that the war made people even more in opposition to leadership and more hungry for the revolt. Therefore, the war was the major cause to the Russian Revolution.
But it wouldn't be a war without poor leadership.
Yes, and furthermore, it would have been a war without a bad economic situation. Let me tell you. Russia faced famine in the years leading up to the Russian Revolution of 1917. Hungry peasants were unhappy peasants, and even Lenin, who was the leader for the Bolsheviks, recognized that this would encourage mass support for overthrow of the monarchy. So I still claim that the economical situation was the major cause of the revolution. Workers also had a good reason for dissatisfaction. There were overcrowded housing with often deplorable sanitary conditions, long hours at work, constant risk of injury and death. There were many encouragements to expect more from life during this poor period of time in Russian history. Furthermore, the unpopular war reversed the economic boom that actually had entered at the beginning of the century. Therefore, starving peasants resorted to crime and revolt. Also, promises from political parties to enact change encouraged many to join the revolution.
I think we all have to think about it. What if it's a combination of all of our theories?
Maybe they're linked and connected somehow. And I thought of something. Let me rephrase. The war devastated not only soldiers. By the end of 1915, there were manifold signs that the economy was breaking down under the heightened strain of wartime demand. The main problems were food shortage and rising prices. Inflation shoved real incomes down at an alarmingly rapid rate, and shortages made it real difficult to buy even what one could afford. Many of the people of Russia resented the autocracy of Tsar Nicholas II and the corrupt anachronistic elements in his government. So he was seen as being out of touch with the needs and aspirations of the Russian people, the vast majority of whom were victims of the wretched socio-economic conditions that prevailed. To sum up,
the Russian Revolution was caused by a combination of the three theories presented.
the only true answer to the question is that it was many events that led up to the Russian Revolution.
Russian Revolution. Russian Revolution.
What was in that tea?